hero, be the hero. It's your story coming up from zero. Reach for the stars, you'll be the one left standing. It's the weekend, outstanding. Training every day because life is a battle, fighting and training against the odds. In VR worlds like in Code Lyoko, that's odd. The aim, the power, with the arrow blast, taking you down with laser attacks. Training to be a hero, trying my best to lead this hero academy to the future, not past Nova hero. The leader of Nightfall hero academy, training newbie heroes to evolve their skills from ground zero. Hero, be the hero. It's your story coming up from zero. Reach for the stars, you'll be the one left standing. It's the weekend, outstanding. Training every day because life is a battle, fighting and training against the odds in VR worlds like in Code Lyoko. That's all. The aim, the power with the arrow blast, taking you down with laser attack. Training to be a hero, trying my best to lead this hero academy to the future.
Hey heroes, it's your dude Nova Hero Nightfall, and I'm starting a new fitness series that I'm going to be calling Nightfall Hero Academy, Classroom of Heroes. And in this first part, I'm going to be showing you guys a place that we're going to be starting as the first level. And in each one of these videos, if you guys want to join in, you guys could just hop on VR chat and you could have a chance to win one of my VTuber starter kits. And as well as that, I'm going to be inviting whoever ranks the highest in Udon coins for the first level to the VTuber Roundtable. But first level only is for that part. There's other rewards and things that you'll get for doing well in your classes in this series as well. For example, for those who like playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'm going to be building decks for people that do well, and also sending you cards you may need as well. If you want to participate in the Classroom Heroes, just click my Discord link below, and I'll invite you as a friend on here, or DM you my username on here so you guys could friend me. And you could participate, earning a VTuber model and some stuff to set up your own VTuber channel, as well as advice and help on how to start with collabs. And other prizes as well, while also learning skills that can help you become a better person and to stay healthier as a whole. And I'm going to be teaching certain things like how to improve certain skills in multiple different facets and how you could use those as a quote-unquote superpower of your own. So, let's get started, shall we? Let's go to the world we're about to start in. Now, I don't have much mana, so I'm only going to be able to do this for the specific levels we're doing. Alright, first, we're going to head over to the Hive card shop. They have a level in here that is perfect to see what we're about to get started. Alright? Now, portal magic. Activate. This has a basement level that will allow us to have our challenge in it. These are the Udon coins. See? And you have to earn at least 500 to escape the level that we're going to be going to. So just start off. To enter, we'll lose a lot. So we're going to try and give ourselves only a little bit to start out with. Alright. We're going to leave ourselves with only 50. So we'll have to go over it by just so I can give you guys an example. Alright. Alright, we're gonna put 550 in because we'll lose just about that amount by going in there. Alright. We gotta go to basement number 5. Alright. This area right here is where we're gonna be doing our first challenge. And I'm gonna give you guys an example of it. Alright. See? We only have 50 coins left. Now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get this done. First, we grab this, and then it's kind of like a hula hoop is what we're going to need to do. Alright? Alright? Okay. So you got to go in a circular motion, kind of like a hula hoop. Alright? Keep going. We got this. Alright. Alright. We got this. Oof. Dang. Apparently I accidentally grabbed that. Alright. Come on. Nice. Keep going. You kind of want to do the hula hoop motion in order to make it go faster. Swing your hips. You got this. This will help your core. Alright? We got this. Alright? We're gonna keep going. Alright. We're almost halfway there. Just 100 more until we're halfway there. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Let's speed it up a bit. Alright. We got this. We're almost halfway there. When we get halfway there, I'm going to show you an example of what happens if you don't have enough. And if you fail to pass the preliminaries here for the other stages in the Hero Academy, you will be able to come back and try again, kind of like in Hunter x Hunter. You can come back and try again, but you get kicked from this video. Well, not exactly. We'll have 2 rounds of training in each video. One will be at the end, the other will be in the middle. You'll have a second try. So if you fail both, you'll come back in the next video if you so choose to. And have fun there. Alright? We're almost halfway there. I'll show you what happens in a moment. You can still portal out. But let me show you what happens if you try to get out through the door you came in. See? It will not let you. So, you have to at least get 500 coins to pass the next stage. You'll get 2 tries to do so each time you enter the Hero Academy. And with that, I showed you at least the first portion of what you need to do. You want to kind of get it to do like a hula hoop type motion. Basically, you see how my arms are going? You bring your arms in, you turn your torso. Alright? Alright? We're almost there. Let's speed it up a bit. We got it. We got it. You got this, heroes. This is just your example on how you're going to be prepping your core and whatnot to enjoy the other exercises that we're going to be doing. Alright. We're also going to be doing other things, like learning skills that are useful, as well as VR boxing, and other things, such as learning how to most effectively help people in the most efficient ways possible without having greedy people and whatnot stopping you from being a good person. So, as well as skills on how to watch out for people that are going to try and change your mindset to something that you don't want it to be at. To trick you into seeing something that is not even there. That is going to be in our logical loop preventativeness classes. And we're almost there. We got this. Let's speed it up. Let's go. We got this. Alright? Let's go. Good. Alright. A little bit further. We got this. Alright. A bit longer. We got this. Speed it up. Let's go. Yeah. We're almost there, guys. Alright. A little further. We got this. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. We've earned enough to escape. But let's leave ourselves with a bit of extra wiggle room, shall we? Let's go for 50 extra coins, shall we? Just so I can give you an example of what you need to do to have enough coins to get yourself some prizes. Alright. Now we can escape and go on to the next stage. Alright. The next stage is actually in a different world entirely. First, let's go to the first stage here. Alright. Now, I'm gonna give myself a bit more, so when we come back here later, I can show you another thing. Alright. Now, next world we go to will be a gym world. The mighty gym world. I just found this one a while ago online. Let's test it out. Entering the mighty gym. Alright. This is the Mighty Gym world. Apparently it's supposed to be like an RPG world that you can use gym equipment and stuff to level up a character. This will be our second stage. And then we'll move on to the practical courses. Ooh, interesting. Nice, nice. Kinda cool. What do you do? We made it. Raijin Ryu PT. No, I'm not Raijin Ryu PT. That's my problem, but okay. The engineer is waiting for you. Inside. Grab on, and let's take you there. Alright? Alright. Almost there. Thanks, bud. Alright, let's get started.
Hey! Over here!
Hi.
Hey! Looking to get to the gym, right?
Yeah.
You just stumbled across the most advanced fitness facility known to mankind. Oh, and robot kind. Hey, you're already pretty mighty.
Thanks.
How about a jumping jack? A squat? We'll work on that. Who, me? I'm the head engineer of this place. Before I let you in, we just have a few terms and conditions to take care of. Don't worry, you'll only have to do this once. I'll read them out to you. The Mighty Gym strongly recommends that you consult with your physician.
Jeez, dude. I'm good. Let me read that. Okay. Okay. We good. Alright.
Let's begin.
Let's see. Nice. The Mighty Gym lobby area. Got Thunder. Seems to be some fitness class involved board play. Touch grass. Okay. And shuffle 3. Alright. Gliding. Let's go with some of these running machines. This seems fun. Workout arcade. Arm circles. Punching. Let's do punching. Because you can't be a hero without some combat skills. Alright. Start out. Calibrating. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got. It's built to last, yeah. What? I got this. Yeah.
10 seconds. 5,
Yeah, I got a rank S. Nice. Alright. That was cool. Let's see if there's any, like, running areas. Some star raises. That was actually fun. Cardio. Alright, let's look and see if they have any cardio world. Let's go upstairs. Alright. Let's see what they got up here. Ooh. These are members only domains, so the member space. I don't know if I'm able to use these. Is it possible I can? Because I have plus? Apparently it works. Bicycle crunches. High planks, lunges, kickouts, glute bridges, dead bug, stretching. Burpees, 4, arm circles, 2 arm circles. Oh, wait! You have to have a membership specifically to here. Interesting. I'll make sure to go ahead and buy one next time. For now, go ahead and head back down. Alright, let's check out the other areas. All elevators. Let's see what we got. Fitness Factory.
Fit Factory.
Let's go exploration class. The Fit Factory, no, I'm going to...
Adventure mode.
Let's go adventure mode. Because then I could also give you guys a bit of an example outside of that stuff. Alright. Ready? Adventure mode. Ooh. Instructor required. What's class?
Welcome to the Mighty Gym Adventure Mode Workout Experience. It was kind of fun. I always wanted to do that. Anyway, there's a few things you should know before we start. First off, definitely don't touch any of the buttons or levers you see there in the staging area. They can mess with the... Oh, you had to sign a liability waiver to get in here. Never mind. You're gonna need a towel. You know, in case you sweat or end up on a random beach or even underwater or something. Oh, speaking of water, good old H2O is gonna be your friend today. In order to generate and recover Myterium for the gym, you're gonna need to sweat and give it your all. Also, make sure you got enough space around you. Hard to travel time and space in the virtual world when you're slamming your fists into the side of a broom closet. Stretch your arms out as far as you can and do a little spin. If you do that, you're all set. Make sure you pay attention to the coach that's with you today. They are 100% certified to operate and guide you on your adventure today. And once you sign in, I'll be able to send important data to your HUD too.
Thank you.
Occasionally, the coach will call for a form check. When you hear that, just stand up tall, keep your hands at your sides, and look straight forward. This is to make sure that we calibrate to you correctly before you begin your exercise.
I will.
Anyways, looks like you're all signing in with the hand scanner correctly, so I'm gonna leave you to it. Have fun, and good luck out there, mighties.
Time to get out there. Please stand by. Ooh, what is that? Is that my coach arriving? Hey, please stand by. We'll come back to this one in a moment. But yeah. That's gonna be fun when we do. Let's head to the lobby. Alright. Alright then. Before we get all that done, let's go ahead and I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown of what we're going to do so far. So we're going to get up to in a moment. Alright. Give me a sec. Alright. Alright. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going on a point system of how many points you get goes up the more rewards you get and whatnot. You get the basics and whatnot. So, the more points you get in this type of thing, the better you do. Let's check out what's over here. Oh! There's a boxing area. Can you even get down there? Yeah. Ooh, nice. Alright. Got ya. Ooh, this is fun. All right. Woo! Let's see what we got over here. Voice booster. All right. I want to try something. Can we go in there? Whoa! So you could swim in this? Nice. Nice. This is so cool! Let's see what's up here. Alright. Alright. We need to get to the edge. It's gonna be a bit difficult to get over there. Can I jump? Alright. We're gonna try and get to the top. It's gonna take a bit of... Let's get to the top. I got it. Alright, we got this. Alright, almost there. We got this. Now, we got this. Almost there. Alright, oh we don't.
Everything I do is so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who got dick. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks. This and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. Not the roast, I can gas. Think I'm okay and that, but I don't know what race all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you play with my time. You're delirious, mysterious. Because you are behind the fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. For me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear
Let it carry us up there.
I want you to feel free from the chains that last and to believe in what you got. It was built to last.
Let's see. Can we deploy worlds from here? Let's see. Whew. I don't know if we can do this. But we'll try. Deploying world. No! Shoot. I have a plan. I have a backup plan. Don't worry, guys. Got a backup plan. Alright. Ready? There's one in front. Let's try and go forward a bit. Try and propel ourselves down. That ain't gonna work. Seems we're going up. Meaning, the only way out is through. No!
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'ma show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll show up.
Come on.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an accident.
Alright then.
Got a vendetta against people who patented being negative.
Going this way.
Be getting after it.
So,
I got facts
wait
over
for it.
facts over
I need to
tracks,
get
and that's
the
getting
timing
slow,
right.
spitting fast, I can roast, I
If
can
I don't,
gas, think I'm
I'm
okay
kind
and
of
last,
screwed.
but I don't know
Now,
if I can erase all the
place
past
it
and the pettiness.
down.
A reflection of the hilarious. You can
This is not going to be on the test. Okay. But I kind of got myself into this one, so sorry about that. I got myself into this mess. Time to do this about it. No! Frick! Frick! Come on! I can make myself later in. Squeeze! Come on! Won't let me die down. Okay. This is annoying. Yes! I finally got through. Yes! Oh, that was very fulfilling. Nice. Alright, guys. Now, on to the practical lessons. But, for now, I'm gonna take a break to hydrate, and y'all should do the same. Alright, heroes and heroes in training. We are gonna be moving on to the practical portion of today's lessons. I am going to be teaching you guys about how not to fall for logical loops / logical traps. Alright then, let's get on with it. All right. I think that I might have to type it in like this. All right. Let's watch this one first. Let me get up for a sec. I own none of the rights to any of these videos. This is just as a teaching tool to help you guys learn how not to fall for these logical traps. Let's see if we could find the one that I usually send to people in here. I don't see it. So we'll go with this dude, Jared Henderson's video. I own none of the rights to any of these videos, so please support the official release and watch these on your own as well. You'll be tasked with watching.
To put very simply, a logic fallacy is a kind of reasoning, a pattern of reasoning that will lead you astray. In order to avoid these traps of bad reasoning, we want...
All right. As Mr. Jared over here was saying, he is about to tell you guys about a logical loop / logical trap, fallacies that are meant to lead you astray from your beliefs. These logical traps will, in a sense, control your mind and put it into a direction you do not want it to go. Let's let him continue.
We want to identify common patterns. And that is why today I'm going to talk about 19 of the common logical fallacies that you might be committing or that you might encounter. 2 quick notes. One is that logical fallacies are often hard to determine in practice. I'm going to give you easy examples, but it takes work to figure out if you are committing a logical fallacy or if your dialectical opponent is also committing one. Argue with caution, I would say, and don't accuse people of logical fallacies too often. That just doesn't end well.
I slightly disagree with him on that factor. If you see somebody that is committing these and they can trust you as a friend, it's better that you point it out calmly to them that they're committing these than not. Because if you're in a friend group that can handle these types of things, if you know these people can trust you and that you want them to know that they can trust you, pointing it out calmly to them, if you're in a friend group that's strongly bonded, is better than not, because it can avoid problems later on. Let's let him continue.
And the second point is that if you want to study logic, there is a fantastic free textbook called For All X. It is totally free. It is open source. You can use it. You can change. And this is the fallacy of attacking the person who is arguing.
Ad hominem. Ad hominem. Basically, it's like, for example, if you're doing a project and you are doing very well and somebody points something out that has nothing to do with it just because they want to spite you, that's ad hominem. Pointing something out that's a shortcoming of either their own or your own. Basically, trying to insult you to make your point seem less valid.
Arguing rather than the argument itself. So instead of trying to attack the reasoning or say that the premises are false or that the inferential pattern that they are following is not a valid one, you instead start to insult the person, call into question their character or their actions. The truth is, bad people sometimes have correct beliefs, and even worse, sometimes bad people make good arguments. So you want to make sure that you are always focusing on the argument and not the person making it. A straw man is when we've actually been highly successful and we haven't actually just...
A straw man argument is basically focusing on one point and trying to manipulate and tell half-truths and certain things like that. Basically, only mentioning and highlighting the factors that they themselves or somebody that would want to highlight to kind of rewrite the narrative for whatever you're discussing with somebody. That's another thing that a lot of people that you might not want to hang around with would do. And other people that you probably want to look out for are people that are sadly in power. So be wary of that.
Actually just argued against a position that nobody would hold. An appeal to authority is when you...
An appeal to authority is pointing out somebody that may or may not have a good point on a subject. Or, for example, pointing out, like, this person had an opinion and they are highly regarded in said opinion. If that opinion is provably wrong by just thinking for more than 5 seconds, then that is a case where this would be used maliciously. Now, if somebody has provable facts and they are also an authority figure, that is a good use for this, because if you can find people that aren't trying to lead you astray and use this to point out that yes, they're telling the truth and that they are an authority figure, that is a moral and good use of this. But appealing to authority in a way where you kind of try and change the narrative of an argument in that way, or the narrative of any discussion, is a more dishonest use of this type of logical trap / logical loop.
Is when you appeal to someone's position or
All right.
decisions, or in politics. You know, a common form of argument in an election is to say, well, have you seen the other? Different senses. In one, we're referring to weight, and in another, we are referring to color. But it just so happens...
Oh, that one, no. That one's just a jerk move. Freaking referring to somebody's appearance or their race in any circumstance is always a dick move. Unless they're a friend or a gym partner and are trying to get better for the weight category, then you don't do that. It's just a dick move.
It so happens that we use the... because there are black birds, and we know what's gone wrong here. It is a generalization that you have made.
Hasty generalization. Oh. Generalizing things that don't need to be generalized. That can lead a lot of weird places. For example, if I were to say that one person is bad just because of this, that, or the third, and then spread that throughout a whole community of people, do you really see where this is going? You could easily just become an entire supervillain with that one. Like, yeah. Don't do that. And if you see people going into that, please lead them down a more bright path. Well, we only covered like 4 or 5 today, 3, 4, or 5 today, but in the next class, we are going to be covering the rest, and I'm going to come up with a list of ways to notice them. So, other than that, let's get on with the rest of the lessons for today. The next lesson is let me get off here for a sec. There we go. All right, give me a sec. The next lesson for today is give me a moment. I'm gonna have to let me see. Mirror local. The next lesson for today is we are going to be discussing some things that you can do in your communities to help out when you can. One is just be nice to people in general and help out when you can and where you can. Pick up things, point out things to authority figures that may need to be changed or whatnot, and basically just do what you can when you can. Also, if you see things that are corrupt or whatnot, point them out to people that can do something about it. Write petitions and find ways that you yourself can make a difference for the better. Other than that, there's one more lesson that I want to teach you guys today. Knowing your limits without letting other people tell them to you is a skill that you always want to learn. As somebody that's trying to better yourself, you should always know your limits. Never, ever let anybody tell you them. Find them on your own, because that's the best route to becoming the best version of yourself. Never go past them unless you've trained to do so. So, if you guys can do that much, I know you guys could be the heroes of your own story. Other than that, I only have a couple more facts for you guys that you might want to look out for. 1. Energy drinks do not have the weird ingredients that people be telling you in them. They do have high amounts of caffeine, especially the ones that I personally be drinking. For example, Bang has 0 sugar and it has 300 milligrams of caffeine. Depending on your caffeine levels and what you can handle is where you need to be at. If you have a good tolerance for it, just like with other drinks that are meant for adults and not so much for children, you should find that limit and then try not to go past it. All right. Other than that, I'm going to be doing some classes for skills that you might need to learn, as well as legal advice. I'm going to try and invite a couple friends that know that type of stuff and have passed the bar exam. I'm also going to be teaching you guys a couple skills on how to build YouTube channels and whatnot, and how to help people out by teaching them the skills you know, as well as helping you guys build your own VTuber channels and whatnot, and training to surpass your limits as a creative, as a person, and as a hero. Alright, this video was just basically a pilot episode for the series. I invite you guys to message me on my Discord, on my Discord down below, or shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I'll leave one of those two down below as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I know you guys can be heroes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first pilot episode of Nightfall Hero Academy, Classroom of Heroes. I hope you guys come back for more next week, because I'm going to be doing these quite often. See you guys in the next video. Peace, and may your guys' story continue. If you want to watch one of the recommended videos, go right ahead. If you want to subscribe, click the one in the middle. May the story continue. See you guys in the next video.